The numbers on the screen glowed. $1.7 million. Mark, a Chicago architect, felt a surge of adrenaline. His finger hovered over the withdraw button. For weeks, he had followed every piece of advice from Sophia, the brilliant financial analyst he'd met online. She had been a miracle, turning his life around after a tough year. She'd introduced him to this exclusive crypto platform, mentored him, and celebrated his wins. Now it was time to cash out a portion and surprise his family. He clicked. Nothing. He clicked again. The button was grayed out, unresponsive. A code not formed in his stomach. A new message popped up on his screen, but it wasn't from the trading platform. It was from Sophia. Her profile picture was gone, replaced by a black square. The message was just 3 words. The pig is slaughtered. The browser window flickered and went blank. The website was gone. The $1.7 million, his life savings, vanished into the digital ether. My name is James Smith. After witnessing how international syndicates use the blockchain to dismantle innocent lives across America, I decided to fight back. This channel is a deep dive into the U.S. Dark Ledger, a collection of thousands of real cases, sophisticated digital heists, and the voices of victims silenced by professional predators. I'm here to be your shield in an age of digital warfare, because the best way to stop a fraudster is to decode their script before they execute it. In the world of high-stakes scams, trust is a vulnerability, and behind every screen is a hidden ledger of deceit. Let's expose the dark psychology of digital financial crime. Mark's story began not on a dating app, but on a professional networking site. In the world of high-stakes fraud, anywhere people connect is a potential hunting ground. The predator, hiding behind the profile of Sophia, wasn't looking for a casual connection. She was hunting for a specific profile, an intelligent, successful American professional with significant capital. This is a new face of a devastatingly effective scam known as pig butchering or Sha Pan. The name is grimly accurate. Scammers or butchers view their targets as pigs to be fattened up with affection and false promises before financial slaughter. These aren't amateur fraudsters. They are psychologically trained operators. For weeks, Sophia meticulously built what felt like a real connection with Mark. She mirrored his interests, shared vulnerable stories, and engaged in what experts call intense affection. She wasn't just a contact. She became his confidant, his mentor, his secret weapon. The trust was absolute. Then came the pivot. Sophia revealed her secret, a private crypto trading platform where she claimed to be making unbelievable profits. Investigative graphics, mock-up of the fake trading platform, showing polished charts with impossibly perfect green candles and a sophisticated UI. She showed him screenshots of an account balance that looked like a phone number. She wasn't asking for his money. She was offering to teach him her methods. Trusting his new friend, Mark made a small initial investment. The platform was an engineering marvel of deception, designed to perfectly mimic a legitimate exchange. The first $10,000 appeared to double. Reassured, he poured in more, his retirement fund, a home equity line of credit. Over a few months, he transferred more than $1.5 million, watching the number on the screen climb, a digital mirage of a future that was never his. The moment a victim tries to cash out is when the trap snaps shut. That's when the charming friend becomes a cold administrator of your financial ruin. The excuses begin. A tax must be paid. A fee is required to unlock the funds. The market is suddenly too volatile for a large withdrawal. Every demand is just another turn of the screw, designed to extract every last cent. Then, the final act, total silence. The account balance hits zero. The website disappears. The phone number is disconnected. The person you trusted, the person you may have even considered a partner, never existed. Behind the curtain, the stolen crypto is already in motion. Blockchain transaction maps. An animation shows a large sum of crypto being shattered into thousands of tiny amounts, spraying across a web of digital wallets, then funneling back into a few large ones. The criminals use techniques like spraying and funneling to shatter the funds and scatter them across thousands of wallets. They are then swapped through different cryptocurrencies and run through mixers designed to erase the digital trail, making the illegal financial movement nearly untraceable. But nearly isn't the same as impossible. And one man's bottomless greed would eventually lead investigators right to his door. The alleged architect of this global criminal empire was a man who cultivated a public image of luxury and a secret reality of brutality. Chen Ji, also known as Vincent, at just 37 years old. Chen was the chairman of the Prince Group, a massive Cambodian conglomerate with a legitimate-looking portfolio in real estate finance and services across dozens of countries. But behind this corporate facade, the Department of Justice alleges that Chen had secretly grown Prince Group into one of Asia's largest and most monstrous transnational criminal organizations. His real business was industrial-scale fraud, and his factories were fortified centers of human misery. Across Cambodia, Chen allegedly directed a network of high-security compounds. Surrounded by high walls and barbed wire, these facilities housed thousands of trafficked workers. Lured from across Asia with promises of high-paying tech jobs, people would arrive only to have their passports confiscated. They were held against their will and forced to work 15-hour days running the same pig butchering scams that were making Chen a billionaire. Survivors describe a living nightmare. Those who failed to meet their scamming quotas or dared to resist were reportedly subjected to physical harm and deprivation. Escape was impossible. Investigators say Chen ran these compounds with chilling efficiency, even uncovering ledgers where he personally tracked profits and detailed diagrams for the illegal financial movement of funds. For years, Chen Ji appeared to operate with complete impunity, but his sprawling empire had grown too large and too brutal, claiming countless victims, many in the United States. An international coalition of law enforcement agencies began to close in. The turning point came in October 2025. In a sweeping indictment unsealed in New York, the U.S. Department of Justice charged Chen Ji with wire fraud conspiracy. Simultaneously, the U.S. and U.K. designated Prince Group a transnational criminal organization and sanctioned 146 associated individuals and entities. But the headline was the seizure. Cinematic Bureau, stylized shots of digital Bitcoin code, leading to a graphic of a vault door slamming shut. Acting on information that Chen personally held the private keys, federal agents took control of a staggering 127,271 Bitcoin. At the time, the cryptocurrency was valued at around $15 billion. It was and still is the single largest forfeiture in the history of the Department of Justice, a record-breaking haul representing the stolen life savings of victims like Mark all over the world. With his assets frozen and his organization branded a global criminal threat, the walls were closing in on Chen Ji. The final act came a few months later. On January 6, 2026, a joint probe by Cambodian and Chinese authorities led them to Chen's hideout. The billionaire Kingpin was arrested along with two top associates. He was quickly deported to China to face justice, his reign of digital terror finally over. The arrest of Chen Ji was a massive victory in the fight against global cybercrime and human trafficking. But the damage he left in his wake is immeasurable. Those stolen billions represent shattered lives, broken families, and a corrosion of trust that ripples through all of society. The story of Chen Ji is an extreme example of a system of fraud that is deployed every single day against ordinary people. These syndicates don't just steal money, they mine our most basic human need for connection, weaponizing trust itself. They have built an industry on our vulnerability. The best defense is a healthy dose of digital skepticism. Analyze unsolicited messages and investment opportunities that seem too good to be true, especially from people you've only met online. Never send money or invest based on advice from someone you don't truly know in the real world. Verify every platform, every website, and every promise. In this digital age, your vigilance is your armor. Subscribe to the Romance Scam Podcast and USA Dark Ledger to understand the enemy within the digital age.